What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. I am BDJ. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the content. Make sure to like and subscribe as always. And we're talking about Drew McIntyre. And his creative direction has just been all over the place. Just a lot of losses. And it's just not been very good for a while now. Just not anything really to sink your teeth into and be like, yeah, I really want to watch Drew McIntyre this week. There's none of that. And you can tell by a lot of the crowd's reaction to Drew that I think a lot of the crowd is getting checked out on him. It's kind of like I always tell my friends this: he's the LA Knight of SmackDown. And what I mean by that is he's somebody they put in top feuds, they put in big time matches, but he never wins those matches. Now, granted, Drew's had a lot more success in WWE than LA Knight. He's a multi-time world champion. He's been in big time matches at Mania and stuff like that. But they're very similar in how Triple H books them, where he just either doesn't like them, so he's just, he hears the crowd reaction, but he doesn't really want to give them anything important to do, but he'll still feature them because they get crowd reactions. Maybe it's like that, because there was a report that came out, I think today actually, that I read that said Triple H isn't a big fan of Drew McIntyre, that Drew's been pitching a lot of different ideas creatively, and Triple H has just been turning them down and not listening, and they moved him to SmackDown because Drew was complaining about lack of opportunities. Now, who knows if that's true? Sometimes with the dirt sheets, they just make up stuff. But I can believe that, honestly, because Drew has just been in no man's land with his booking. Like, yeah, he won the world title, but then Punk costed him, and then that feud went on. He lost a lot of matches in that feud, and now this Cody feud after SmackDown looks like it's going to continue to go on, and it's just like, okay, he's lost twice to Cody. Why is he facing him again? Like, that's something that drives me nuts with wrestling, too, is like, okay, this guy just lost to the champion twice. Yeah, he's getting another opportunity again. Like, I get feuds and rivalries, but it's like, what are we doing here? When you have a wrestler like Drew who's so good and such a good heel, and he's on social media and doing what a lot of wrestlers should be doing, more taking advantage of social media and really getting over even more on there, and you just keep having him lose, the fan interest is eventually just going to go down the toilet. And, he ain't getting really big pops like he used to because the crowds just don't have a reason to care right now. And it's like, you're going to have him lose to Cody 3 times in a row? I mean, you had Rollins do that, and I guess it didn't hurt him, but Rollins is like one of Triple H's, star pupils on the show. I mean, Cody and Rollins are his 2 favorites, without a doubt, in this company. But it's like, I remember when I was watching Kevin Owens when he was feuding with Roman Reigns, and he just kept taking loss after loss after loss after loss. And it's just like, I know they don't think that's hurting somebody, and Roman Reigns is the biggest star in the business, but it's just like, you're losing to somebody this many times. How can anybody take you seriously? Yes, it's Cody Rhodes. It's the biggest babyface arguably in wrestling right now. But it's just like, damn, like, can Drew get a win? Even if it's a non-title match or a tag team match, have him get a pinfall victory over this guy. I get it. Triple H is very protective of certain wrestlers. He don't want Cody taking very many pins and Gunther taking many pins. And Rollins didn't really take a ton of pins, but it's just like, man, you got to give Drew something here, because it's just like, he's just taking just unlimited losses to this guy. Just give him something. WWE used to do that back in the day where they put the champion in the tag team match, and the number one contender, whoever's feuding with him, would get a pinfall victory, and that's how you set up the match. WWE don't even do that anymore. They just have, and AEW does the same thing. Not even just a WWE problem. They just have guys just walk on out there, or men or women just walk on out there and say, hey, I want a title shot. I didn't do a damn thing to earn it, but, I want a title shot. Sure, let's have it happen. No number one contender, no way to earn it, no way to do anything. And that's pretty much what they're having Drew do. He lost to him once. Okay, he's facing him again. Now, granted, the referee kind of screwed him, but still, like, if he's going to lose them, what is the payoff for Drew here? Are they just doing this because they have literally nobody else for Cody to feud with on SmackDown? I mean, this is the problem with WWE. They make it where there's only a certain amount of people that are threats to the champions, and then they beat them, and they got to go back to previous feuds because they have nobody else. Now, they could do Cody and Randy Orton. I don't know when they're going to plan on doing that. That's definitely something they could do, and maybe Randy gets involved in this more. But it's just like, they're just dragging along, and it's not helping Drew at all. And really, the way to fix Drew, is really just put him in a big feud and have him win some matches and really just have him gain some momentum back and have him start winning some rivalries and feuds, because he's just been losing so many of them that he's lost a lot of momentum. And you can tell he's not happy with the way he's been booked lately, especially if he's pitching ideas and they're getting shut down. It's just like, what can I do at this point? And that's going to be one of the most frustrating things as a wrestler, performer, is like, you keep pitching ideas and you're showing you care and that you give a damn. And it's just like, Triple H just keeps turning it down, turning it down, turning it down, turning it down. It's just like, okay, what do you want me to do? I mean, he's always saying, yeah, I'm open to more ideas. My door is always open. Yeah, but if you're not, not now, obviously, every idea from talent isn't going to be a home run, but it ain't like what they're doing with Drew's that much better than probably his ideas. Apparently, he wanted to go with like some darker gimmick and something else. And they were just like, nah, we're not doing that. We're just going to have you be pretty much a crybaby who cries on Twitter and just takes losses all the time. That's going to get you even over more, because that's our bright idea. And how's that working so far, WWE Creative? Is Drew getting over because of that? Like, the Twitter stuff's good, but you're pretty much making him a crybaby at this point. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's frustrating with WWE with how they book a lot of wrestlers like Drew and LA. Not everybody's going to be a world champion, a main event guy there. But Drew's got all the tools. LA Knight's over. He's got all the tools. But sometimes when you have a booker who just doesn't like a certain talent, I mean, what can you do? I mean, we've seen that with many talents. I mean, Austin Theory, he's a very talented guy, and Triple H, for some reason, just doesn't like him, buried him. And I know he's hurt right now, but he's been off TV when he was healthy. He was pretty much just in random tag team matches and barely won. And it's just, Drew is a top guy who needs to get back in the fold of winning and needs to get in valuable feuds and actually win them, not lose every feud, and just be one of them top guys, because it ain't like SmackDown has a lot of top guys right now anyways. And yes, he's feud with the top guy, but he's losing every match against him. So it's like, hopefully going forward, they get something going for Drew, maybe get some new NXT talents up to feud with them, maybe Trick Williams. I don't know if they want Trick taking a loss right away, but like, just to give him something new. Maybe you move him to Raw. I've been hearing for months how they're going to do a draft and they're going to do something different with that. Just try to get the ball rolling a little bit with him. And it's with a lot of wrestlers. I mean, they're putting LA Knight against a mystery opponent in the Cena tournament. And when I first saw that, I know a lot of fans are excited about the mystery opponent, but why they got to be against LA Knights? So he's not going to advance in this tournament? Is he going to face Obafemi or returning Jericho, Trick Williams? Like, it don't seem like he's going to win. So it's like he's going to take another loss. Like, Triple H is just, the thing about him as a booker, he makes it obvious as hell who he likes and who he doesn't like. He did it in NXT. He loved Gargano. He loved Adam Cole. And that's fine. Vince had his favorites too. I mean, look at Roman Reigns for many, many years. Was booked to be the top guy. But when you use those guys to just keep piling on L's, the guys who just really need to start getting some wins, it really affects the rest of your roster, because WWE on the Blue Brand side doesn't have a lot of threats towards their champions. I mean, Chelsea Green just won the Women's United States Championship. Who's she going to feud with? Julia lost in under 2 minutes. So it's like they're not doing a very good job of building up, reliable opponents for these champions. Jade pretty much has Tiffy, and that's it. Maybe Nia, but does anybody really want to see Nia and Jade? I don't. Belair's not supposed to be back till early next year. So it's like you keep having these wrestlers like Drew McIntyre, like LA Knight, take losses constantly when you need to build guys up to face your world champions. Like, Punk has a lot of opponents he could face, but he was naming guys like Finn Balor and JD McDonough who have not been in a world title match in forever. Since I think Finn faced Rollins a year or so ago. Like, it just shows how weak the main event scene is. And they're having guys like Drew kind of just getting pushed to the side. Like, okay, we're not going to really make you a threat to the Cody. We're just going to have you be a guy, just kind of fill in for him. He's pretty much in the Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns feud, where Roman Reigns beat everybody, pretty much had no opponents. And they were like, okay, Kale, we need you to face him about 3 or 4 times here. You're going to lose every time, but we just need somebody to fill in the role right now. And that's not a role I'd really want to be in. Like, yeah, you're in the main event, but you're losing. So we'll have to see. That's all I really got to say about the Drew situation. It's just been something I've been wanting to make a video about. I made a TikTok about it. But, like, it's just been very irritating because I'm a big fan of Drew, and I'm kind of feeling like the same way I felt with Kevin Owens when he was losing all the time. It's just like, man, like, what are we doing here? So make sure to like and subscribe for more wrestling content. Comment your thoughts down below on Drew's booking. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. Appreciate the support as always. Peace.